Sirens screamed through the night as flashing red and blue lights cut across the glass walls of the penthouse. Isabella Hayes stumbled backward, her breath shaking, her hands trembling as police officers stormed in. "Don't move. I didn't do anything," she cried, her voice breaking. "You're making a mistake. Isabella Hayes, you are under arrest for the murder of Daniel Cho." Her world stopped. Cold metal cuffs snapped around her wrists. "No, no, I didn't kill him. Please, you have to listen to me." But no one listened. Across the city, high above the chaos, Jun Wukong stood in silence, watching the live broadcast on a massive screen. His expression didn't change, but his eyes darkened. "They're wrong," he said quietly. His assistant hesitated. "Sir." Jun Woo's gaze didn't leave the screen as Isabella was pushed into a police car, tears streaming down her face. "She didn't do it." The room fell into a heavy silence. "And I'm going to prove it." Hours earlier, Isabella had been laughing. "I swear, if I have to stay one more night finishing someone else's report, I'm quitting," she muttered, dropping into her chair. Her coworker, Mina, chuckled. "You always say that. You're still here. Because I need this job," Isabella sighed. "I didn't move all the way to Seoul to fail." She rubbed her temples, exhaustion creeping into her voice. "I just want one normal day." Mina leaned closer. "Be careful what you wish for." Isabella rolled her eyes. "At this point, I'd take boring over whatever chaos keeps finding me." She didn't know those would be the last normal words she'd say. Later that night, she was called to the executive floor. "That's weird," she whispered, staring at the message on her phone. "Why would Daniel Cho want to see me this late?" Mina frowned. "That is weird. He barely even acknowledges us." "I'll just go and come back," Isabella said, forcing a smile. "Probably some last-minute work." The elevator ride felt longer than usual. When the doors opened, the floor was quiet. Too quiet. "Mr. Cho," she called softly as she stepped out. No response. Her heels echoed against the marble floor as she walked toward his office. The door was slightly open. "Hello." She pushed it open, and froze. Daniel Cho lay sprawled on the floor, blood pooling beneath him. "Oh my God." Her body moved before her mind could catch up. She rushed forward, dropping to her knees. "Mr. Cho, can you hear me?" Her hands pressed against his chest, trying to stop the bleeding. "No, no, no, stay with me, please." But his eyes were already empty. A sudden noise behind her made her turn. "Security. What's going on?" They stopped. Their eyes dropped to her blood-covered hands. Then to the body. And everything changed. "I can explain," Isabella stammered, scrambling to her feet. "I just found him like this." "Don't move," one of them said, his voice sharp. "I didn't do this." But even as she spoke, she saw it in their faces. They didn't believe her. Back in the present, the interrogation room felt suffocating. "I didn't kill him," Isabella said again, her voice hoarse. "How many times do I have to say it?" The detective leaned back in his chair. "Your fingerprints are on the weapon. I tried to help him. You were the last person seen entering his office. Because he called me there. And yet there's no record of that call." Her breath hitched. "That's not possible." The detective slid a tablet across the table. "Security footage. Her entering the office. But not leaving." Her heart pounded. "That's edited. It has to be." "Isabella," he said coldly, "everything points to you." Tears filled her eyes. "Then everything is wrong." Across the city, Jun Wukong replayed that same footage, over and over. "Pause," he said. The screen froze. "Zoom in." His assistant leaned closer. "Sir, what are we looking for?" Jun Woo's eyes narrowed. "The truth." He stood, walking closer to the screen. "Run it again." The footage played. Isabella entered. Time passed. But something was off. "Stop." He pointed. "There." His assistant frowned. "What am I?" "The timestamp," Junwoo said quietly. "It skips." Silence. "Someone edited this." The assistant's eyes widened. "Then she's being framed." Junwoo didn't respond immediately. But his jaw tightened. "Find out who had access to this system." "Sir, if this is internal." "I don't care," he cut in sharply. "Dig." Meanwhile, Isabella sat alone in her cell, her knees pulled to her chest. "This can't be happening," she whispered. Footsteps approached. She looked up as a guard opened the door. "You have a visitor." Her brow furrowed. "A visitor?" She stepped into the meeting room slowly. And froze. Jun Wukong sat across from her, calm and composed. Her voice came out barely above a whisper. Why are you here? He studied her carefully. Because you're telling the truth. Her breath caught. You, believe me. Yes. Tears welled in her eyes. Then you're the only one. Junwoo leaned forward slightly. Tell me everything. And she did. Every detail. Every moment. I walked in, and he was already on the floor, she said, her voice shaking. I tried to help him, but it was too late. She met his gaze. I didn't kill him. I know, he said simply. Silence lingered between them. Then why? She asked. Why would someone do this to me? Junwoo's expression darkened. That's what I intend to find out. Days passed. Junwoo moved in silence, pulling strings no one else could see. Sir, his assistant said, rushing into the room. We found something. Junwoo didn't look up. Speak. Daniel Cho was being investigated. That got his attention. For what? Embezzlement. Millions missing from the company. Junwoo's eyes sharpened. Who knew? A small circle. Executives only. And Isabella. No connection. Junwoo stood slowly. Then she was convenient. The assistant hesitated. There's more. Junwoo's gaze hardened. Say it. One of the executives accessed the security system that night. Who? The assistant swallowed. Mina Park. Silence crashed into the room. Junwoo's voice dropped. Bring me everything on her. Back in her cell, Isabella stared at the wall, numb. When the door opened again, she barely reacted. Until she heard his voice. It's time. She looked up. Time for what? To end this. Confusion flickered across her face. What are you talking about? Junwoo stepped closer. The real killer is about to be exposed. Her heart started racing. You found them. Yes. Who is it? He held her gaze. Someone you trust. The courtroom was silent. Mina Park stood at the witness stand, her hands clasped tightly. You're saying Isabella Hayes confessed to you? The prosecutor asked. Mina nodded. She was panicking. She said she didn't mean to do it. A murmur spread through the room. Isabella shook her head frantically. That's not true. Order. The judge called. The prosecutor turned. Your Honor, the evidence is clear. Actually, a voice interrupted. All heads turned. Jun Wukong stepped forward. I believe the evidence is incomplete. The courtroom buzzed. The judge frowned. And you are Jun Wukong. Recognition spread instantly. And what exactly are you implying? Junwoo's gaze shifted to Mina. That the wrong person is on trial. Mina's face paled. That's ridiculous, she said quickly. Is it? Junwoo replied calmly. He signaled. A screen lit up. Security footage, he said. Unedited. The video played. This time, there was no cut. Mina entering the office after Isabella. Her hands shaking. Daniel confronting her. You were stealing from the company, his voice echoed. I had no choice. Mina cried. You're going to prison. No, I can't. The struggle. The knife. The moment everything went wrong. Gasps filled the courtroom. Mina's composure shattered. No, that's not enough, Junwoo said coldly. You killed him. And you used Isabella to cover it up. Mina broke. I didn't mean to. She screamed. He was going to ruin everything. Tears streamed down her face. She was just there, it was easy. Silence followed. Heavy. Final. The judge's gavel slammed down. Isabella was free. Outside the courthouse, she stood still, as if the world hadn't caught up yet. Junwoo approached her slowly. It's over, he said. She let out a shaky breath. It doesn't feel real. He studied her face. You're safe now. Her eyes met his. Because of you. A pause. Why? She asked softly. Why did you help me? Junwoo hesitated. Then, quietly, because I knew what it felt like to be blamed for something you didn't do. She blinked. You. Yes. For the first time, there was something human in his voice. I couldn't let it happen again. Emotion tightened her chest. Thank you, she whispered. He nodded, but didn't move away. For a moment, neither of them spoke. The noise of the city faded into the background. You don't have to go through this alone anymore, he said finally. She searched his face. And for the first time since everything began, she believed it.